Hi everyone, I'm James from Pop Couple, and I'm here to talk to you about the trip that we took to Galaxy's Edge. So a few months ago, back in March, we were supposed to go to Emerald City Comic Con with a couple of our YouTube friends. Cheap and Nerdy, so Brian and Brittany, and Sean Ryan. But because of the situation, Emerald City Comic Con got postponed, and we decided we still wanted to go and meet up and hang out and do something. So we looked at a few different options. We thought about maybe we could go hit Vegas, spend a couple days there, and then spend a couple days at Disneyland. That wasn't going to work. And we thought, well, we all already have trips planned to go to Seattle. Maybe we can still just go to Seattle and hang out up there. But after some thought, that didn't seem like a good idea either. Seattle was going to be shut down, so we were going to be stuck hanging out at the Airbnb. Not that that would be a bad thing, but it's always fun to go do something else too. So after a lot of mulling over and throwing out a lot of ideas, we decided to go to Orlando. Now, Lisa and I had never been to Disney World in Orlando, nor Universal Studios in Orlando, so this sounded like a great idea to us. We could go visit a few things that we wanted to see. One of which was Galaxy's Edge. So for those of you who don't know what Galaxy's Edge is, it's an immersive world. So it makes you feel like you're there in Star Wars. They have ships around. I'll show a couple pictures here. And they also have some very immersive things that you can do, such as building droids and building lightsabers. So we took the opportunity to go hang out and have a lot of fun there. Now, Brian, Sean, and I being kind of big Star Wars geeks, this sounded like a great thing to do, and we were very excited to get the opportunity. So what we got to do first was build our own droids. Droid Depot, you can either choose to pick to build an R unit or a BB unit. One of the things that the three of us each built an R unit, and the reason is we have a little more attachment to the R unit growing up with the original trilogy and R2-D2. Nothing wrong with the BB units, just not our cup of tea. Nothing wrong with that. So I put together this R unit, and when you go into the Droid Depot, you've got a few options when you're choosing what you want to do and how you want to build. So again, one of the first options is you can pick to do a BB unit or an R unit. Now, you can also get a whole package that gives you a backpack that the droid fits in and his face would stick out here. And then also a personality chip. Now, I chose the Smuggler's personality chip. The personality chips, what they do is they give your droid some personality of a particular style. Now, they also interact with each other based on that personality chip as well. So, and they also make different sounds, everything like that. So I did choose, of course, to get the grand old bundle and get everything together. Why? I mean, why not? One of the few times I'm going to be at Galaxy's Edge, I may as well fully experience it. So, here's the droid. Let me give you guys a little bit of a closer look at the droid. Alright, so there's a closer look at the R unit that I have. Again, I really think this is a cool droid. It was a good experience building the droid. However, if you have to choose between building the droid and building a lightsaber, I would absolutely say building the lightsaber is the better experience. And let me get into that. So with the lightsaber, both these really need to make appointments. The droid, towards the end of the day, it does get a little bit lighter, so a little easier to make. The lightsaber, you have to make an appointment. With the lightsaber, it is totally worth it. All right, so at Savvy's Workshop, you get to choose from 4 different themes in order to build your lightsaber. So there's Peace and Justice, which is what I chose to go with. You get this pin, and you have to put it on before you enter, and that way they know which pieces you get to build with. Now there's also Power and Control, Elemental, and Protection and Defense. So again, I chose Peace and Justice. I know Sean chose Power and Control, and Brian chose Protection and Defense. These were the ones that spoke the most to us. To be honest, I wish I could have chosen pieces from each of the different themes, because I thought there were a lot of really cool pieces. That just means I probably need to go back to Galaxy's Edge to build some more lightsabers. But again, I went with Peace and Justice, so this is the lightsaber I got to build. Sorry, so these would be kind of harkens to the original trilogy and also the original 3 prequels, as these would be pieces that were built from crashed starships, Jedi temples, and former Guardians. So to me, this one just seemed like it fit me, it spoke to me, so it was the one I chose to build. Now, with building your own lightsaber, you do get a few things. So you get an immersive attraction. So you go in and there's a show that goes along with building it as well, which is just amazing. I don't want to talk too much about that because I really want to encourage you to go and do it yourself, and I don't want to give away any spoilers because it is just so amazing. However, I will go through the building of the lightsaber and some of the different pieces and parts. So one of the things you can do is get some different colored kyber crystals. While building this, you do get to choose a kyber crystal there as well. So I chose 3 different kyber crystals, one for the build, which was the blue kyber crystal, and then I also picked up a green and a red kyber crystal so that I could change the colors of my saber and also the sounds if I so chose. So you also get the pieces of the saber. So Peace and Justice, these are your options. So again, that's from the lightsaber that I built. Now let me show you the options on the other 3 sets of sabers. So Power and Control, Elemental, and Protection and Defense. All right. So the other piece besides the pieces of the hilt that you get to choose to pick and build from, you also get this very nice carrying case. So with it, you can fit the hilt with the blade attached in here, and it just goes on and you can carry it through the park, no problem. Now you can also choose to get a belt clip for the saber. I did get that as well so that I could walk around and be super geeky and have my hilt hanging from my hip. But we can talk about that later. So what I want to do now is I want to show you how the lightsaber goes together. So let me switch the view. All right, so here are all the pieces that you get to build a lightsaber with. So everybody gets the chassis. So that's this piece here. The kyber crystal goes in here, switches go above on it, and then you build off from there. You get switches. So there's two sets of switches. You get to pick one. These are the switches that I picked. There are 4 sleeves. You get to pick 2. Here are the 2 that I picked. And then there's also an emitter, this piece. There are 2 choices of emitters and the end cap. And there are 2 choices for end caps as well. So again, these are all the pieces that I chose in order to build my lightsaber. One of the first things that you have to do is put that kyber crystal into your chassis. All right, so the kyber crystal is in now. So next thing you would do is put your switches on. So now the switches, as you can see, they are color coded. So there's a red one and a blue one. So on the chassis, you can see these markings, the red and the blue. That's where each of these goes to be put together appropriately. So, put the red piece on, and the blue one on. So there we go. So now my switch is on. Now it's time to put on my sleeves. So again, this is the bottom sleeve that I chose to put on. Goes on here and screws on nice and tight. The top sleeve that I chose, same thing. Nice and tight. Now, butt cap. There we go. And the emitter. And I've now just built my lightsaber. Very cool, very amazing. So again, I've got the green one in, and in just a moment, I will show you it with the blade. All right, so now you've seen me put the lightsaber together with the different pieces. Again, I chose pieces from the Peace and Justice theme, and I am very excited about that, happy about it. I really do like this hilt and this lightsaber. So the last piece that I didn't really show yet is the blade. So with your lightsaber comes this amazing blade, and these are built to do like lightsaber duels and stuff. So if you're familiar with like Ultra Saber, stuff like that, these are in the same caliber. This is a nice heavy hilt made from actual metal pieces and parts with rubberized grips and everything. So the blade will just slide in, and you'll get sound effects with it too. So ready to go, and there we are. The nice green saber for this with good sound effects. And then of course the crashing. So very, very well done. I think the saber is definitely worth the money. So again, I highly encourage anybody who is going to go to visit Disneyland, Disney World, visit Galaxy's Edge, and have a little bit of fun. So there you go. Building a saber, building a droid, Galaxy's Edge, lots of fun. In the comments below, let me know, what did you think of this? Do you want to go build a droid? Do you want to build your lightsaber? Go visit Galaxy's Edge. Again, it is amazing. It is totally worth it if you are a Star Wars fan. With that, as always, if you enjoy our videos and you like hanging out with us, please subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye!